Hello everyone, this is a reaction to Magneto vs. Tetsuo, and today I'm joined by my good friend Christopher Nolan.
Animation Rewind.
They are the same person, which explains the sheer artistic brilliance of Cartoon Fight Club. So now I saved that. Alright, let's just press play. Oh wait, who do you think's going to win?
Given my generally limited knowledge, I personally believe that Magneto should win. Who I think Death Battle will have win, I'm not entirely sure.
I am very certain that Magneto is going to win. It is very difficult to argue he does not win without being one of those people who says, I don't care if you have 100 feats, it's always going to be an outlier. Those kind of people.
I mean, we are talking about Death Battle.
Yeah, true. But like
multiple people have proven fucking downplayed Hulk's sex scaling.
Oh yeah. I mean, what I imagine is they're just going to use the planet level bullet feat that Magneto has, and the Tetsuo multi-continental moon punch, and then they're just going to mention universal stuff in like a corner box.
Right. I mean, there is still the chance that they could give Magneto his bullet thing, which, like, I've heard that there's context to that might, like, make the feed different, but I'm not sure. And they might give Tetsuo universal stuff, as weird as it is.
I mean, from what I know, the context makes it more impressive because the bullet's intangible, but he still somehow managed to grab its physical mass. Somehow.
Well, I heard the context was that, I could be completely talking out of my ass, could be completely wrong, that it was like something to do with he was amped or something like that.
Oh, well, the thing is, if it's old Magneto, he's way past his prime. So, like, if he's amped, it's like usually it's just amping him back to where his prime is. Like, his power fluctuates with age, which you'd expect.
They used specifically for the purpose of keeping him, like, immortal or something, right?
Probably. I can't remember. I do know that Magneto has managed to mentally, like, mind hacks Apocalypse, which does mean he has better mind hacks than Tetsuo, which is quite weird to think about.
It is weird, because hasn't Apocalypse resisted mind hacks from Jean Grey and Professor X at the same time?
Yeah, Apocalypse is very strong mentally, and Magneto just fries his brain with, like, telekinesis, telepathy stuff.
Powerful telepaths in the Marvel 616 universe, Charles Xavier and Jean Grey.
Magneto once buffed. He once used his telepathic abilities to buff Professor X enough to burrow into Galactus's mind. Which
that's pretty impressive.
Consider Galactus can resist oblivion.
If he doesn't have his helmet, he can just use the metal in the air to fucking create.
Yeah, he can just make a new one, and it makes you think. But isn't it the specific metal that makes it immune? And the comics is like, that's what you'd think, dickhead.
Yeah, like, joke's on you.
Yeah, get fucked. Anyway, let's play. Oh, that's very loud. I'm going to need to turn that down, otherwise the recording's going to just be picking up the Death Battle audio. It's going to be the same Tetsuo render, isn't it? Yep. I'll be honest, I really hope they don't have a wooden gun joke or a Tetsuo's forehead joke, but I'm not holding my breath.
I'm not saying that I don't expect either of them, but
every time they bring up that they're using the main world, they always have to specify in the primary mainline comic book original canon 616 Earth 616 Marvel continuity. They just have to constantly bring that up. They can't just be like in the fucking main comic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now there's like fucking two 616s, because like, didn't the fucking MCU recently like rebrand it or like retcon itself into being 616?
Oh, I know Mysterio claims it's Earth 616, but I think officially it's still classed as Earth 199999.
Yeah.
What feels weird about specifying 616 for this is that for the most part, the movies do completely accurately portray Magneto's history.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird though, like, classifying it as any, like, as 616, even within its own multiverse, because, like, different Marvel things throughout history have always been classified by different things, even if they're completely separate continuities, not related to the main comics whatsoever.
Yeah. It's also possible that, because there are infinite upon infinite universes in the Marvel comics, that the specific adaptations we see aren't part of it, but there are universes where everything that happened in those adaptations also happened exactly the same, so they might as well be the same.
Right.
So that's always possible.
That's right. If I remember correctly, the way the fucking Marvel Ultimate world ended the first time was because Magneto said, fuck this shit, and just flipped the polarity of the Earth and killed everyone.
Good job, because that's what that universe deserves.
It got better until Miles showed up and said, hey, 616 seems pretty cool, and then his universe, that Ultimate universe, doesn't exist anymore.
Hey, dude, this 616 is pretty cool. We should, like, join it or something. Oh, yeah. Did I accurately predict this in that one Twitter thread? Yep, I said in a Twitter thread that if Magneto Tetsuo involves a cutaway that kills Dummy somehow, I predicted it. Boy, I must be a prophet.
It was a pretty safe assumption. That's not the worst cutaway I've ever seen, though.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't disgust me, it just sort of... Hmm. Seems sensible.
You know, like what magnets do.
Just fucking you. With how much the Phoenix Force has been placed as just a planet-level force in Death Battle, it's going to be so interesting when they do fucking Jean Grey versus Raven, and they're like, oh, yeah, that thing we call planet-level, it's actually literally more powerful than the Marvel Multiverse is, by, like, an infinity times.
Yeah, except for, like, every time it's part of a major story and some other thing is just also happens to be that powerful, or is, like, more powerful.
Yeah. Though, of course, that's always, like, avatars of the Force, not, like, Phoenix Force in the White Hot Room.
Didn't fucking Deathseed Darkseid hold his own? Or not Darkseid, Apocalypse.
Maybe, but, like, I don't even know if it's, like... It depends on the incarnation of Phoenix. Oh, that was a decent analysis for Magneto, though I'm not particularly interested, as much as I do like Magneto. Dude, that guy should fight Josuke.
Fucking... People are gonna think you're serious.
Good.
You know people are gonna think
I hope they do.
They did make fun of his forehead.
Eventually, the two went to vocational school together and formed the Capsules. But
Tetsuo was 19. I thought he was younger.
Canada being the leader of the pack, Tetsuo desired more than anything to be top dog.
I can just see that monkey.
Here, if you can still hear me, because my mic just dropped out. Right, my mic dropped out. I Could you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yes, I caught the forehead joke, and I've already forgotten it.
called it a college thesis forehead. Who the fuck is that guy?
Either way, Tetsuo leveled up from playing gangbuster to certified badass. This guy is a walking natural disaster. His telekinesis can
One of those fucking
easily cause earthquakes over
gang mobile ad jokes?
he can summon psychic barriers
Wow.
and crush foes with friggin' gravity wells. He can dart around as a literal
I'm not, like, offended by it or anything, but I just didn't expect to ever hear that on Death Battle. That's how Mafia works.
With these powers, Top Dog Canada didn't matter anymore. Who needed his approval? Tetsuo tasted that good shit and he was hooked. And when he found out another Esper named Akira could deal him even more power, he rampaged through Tokyo to find him.
And this is where versions of the story differ.
Spoilers ahoy!
You may be familiar with the 1988 animation, where Akira had been dissected for research. However, in the original manga, Akira is not only alive, but even more powerful.
Once that little run nuked Tokyo, Tetsuo would erect the Great Tokyo Empire with Akira and himself as its leaders. But he ended up just abusing the position for endless sex and inflating his ego.
With Canada's rebellion at his front door, Tetsuo took a turn for the worse. He had to fight.
Tetsuo's defeated other powerful Espers, dodged light-speed lasers, and jumped to the moon faster than anyone could blink, and then punched a big old hole in it. And if you ask, Boomstick, wouldn't that mess up gravity on Earth? You would be right, because it totally did. Ruined the planet, I guess. Stupid moon.
Which brings us to Tetsuo.
By all this talk of, like, planetary scale feats, like messing up the Earth's fucking polarity and messing up its gravity and stuff, I hope we get some pretty big scale destruction in this one.
I don't think it's impossible. I think they could.
Yeah.
They're probably more doing stuff like to the moon, because the characters actually destroying the world feels pretty out there for them.
Right, I mean just, like, destruction on a very wide scale. Like,
Tetsuo just fucking-
apocalyptic-
Tetsuo just punts Magneto to the moon and like puts a hole in it, and Magneto tilts the moon and just throws it at him. Tetsuo's like, hold on, how is the moon magnetic? With an afro.
All the Rick and Morty scenes that they're going to show in a Tetsuo analysis, and they don't even mention the one that references Akira.
Well, they've literally just done a Magneto analysis in an episode with Akira without referencing the character who's just based on Tetsuo that Magneto already fought.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, I forget his name, there's a character who's just Tetsuo, but Marvel. In death. So basically what they've told us is that Magneto hits way harder, but you know, Tetsuo can kill himself.
Be pretty funny.
Right, good. I remember almost nothing.
Like that bad.
Alright. Oh, I do hear it, yeah. I do
It's a
hear it.
little loose, but there's a twinge of Matt Pat in there.
There is. I do hear it. Hello, Tokyo!
They have had Matt Pat on Death Battle as a voice actor before.
If MatPat actually voiced Tetsuo, that'd be amazing, but I don't think he did.
No. Imagine they get fucking Jax Films to voice him.
My mind imagined that what you meant was Jax Films voicing MatPat, and that. Oh yeah, that's the second fastest delimbing. The second fastest delimbing in Death Battle.
Second? What's the first?
Michelangelo.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a lot less funny. I mean, I'd rather you not.
Please don't.
Just punch me with a metal arm. He really likes that building.
Fucking headbutt the building. Yo, the Magneto punch.
The Magneto
Art-
punch. You shouldn't have used metal.
Oh fuck. Yep, they got the viscera right.
Yummy. I can't believe we finally got Big Chungus in Death Battle.
It's disgusting. Perfect. Yo,
That's cool.
Mega Man neutral B.
I did kind of expect that, but I mean, that doesn't mean it's not cool.
Yeah, that was pretty rad.
What happened with his eyes?
He died. That's what happens when you die, don't you know?
I don't know why. When that death happened, I literally just imagined Magneto saying it's such a shame that Akira died of Ligma. I don't know why.
That battle felt fairly like lengthy.
That was good. I like that. It's not much I think I'll remember from it beyond the ending. But yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, imagine Magneto fucking absorbing the sun to fight Tetsuo.
I mean, he did it to fight Iron Man, so who's like is like covered in metal, so
This isn't that Tetsuo though. If you don't get it, that's a reference.
yeah, I know Tetsuo the Iron Man, the body horror film, or trilogy.
Yeah.
Iron Man, Body Hammer, I forget the other one.
I can't remember.
I think it was something Bullet.
That sounds right.
Maybe it's just me,
I'm
but
glad they got Tetsuo's ick right.
Yeah.
Sure made him feel as gross as he should.
something from the it feels like from the analysis, if people would be confused who don't know Tetsuo would be confused about him begging for help. Like it just feels like if you don't know Tetsuo, like the actual character coming in, the analysis doesn't make clear that he probably wouldn't want to be the sick baby thing. I don't know, it might just be me. Maybe I'd missed something in the analysis.
Yeah, we may have talked over it, but
Yeah, it's always possible.
you see Iceman throwing fucking ice cubes?
What a legend.
This doesn't necessarily mean Magneto can easily destroy a universe with a snap of his fingers, but it does
But I mean, but really,
Tetsuo's Big Bang eruption specifically exhibited proton collapse, meaning its atomic structure was primarily an unstable mess of neutrons and electrons. And Magneto has detected and commanded unstable electrons before. This means Magneto had every means available to take control over this Big Bang.
Damn, and I thought he could just move the metal around.
You could call it a Big Bang Kamehameha.
Some of the greatest prophets
you could,
fucking
but it was more like a Big Bang death beam.
Magneto's astonishing power and intelligent control over all things magnetic.
I can't believe Magneto won.
Tetsuo pushed his luck,
Wow.
but didn't have the metal to pull off the win.
The winner is Magneto.
What a revelation! All right, this is what I'm interested in. That was a good episode, but this is what I'm most interested in.
Really appreciate it. Hope you like the next one.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh, fuck off.
Hercules versus Sun Wukong.
Oh, they've made this really awkward for me now. God damn it.
Why is that?
Because Sun Wukong's a major part of Buddhism, which parts of my family follow. So I've got to scale my own family's religion to look at this. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's really awkward for me.
That's I certainly didn't expect a matchup like that. Like, from the things I had heard of before the fight, like, mythology was sort of where my mind was headed. And
Yeah.
If anything, if Hercules touched Death Battle, it was a sure shot for Maui.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the worst of the options, because like, Wukong versus Maui is the one that makes the most sense, because they are extremely similar. But Hercules versus Maui is the popular one. Hercules versus Wukong is like the other option. It's like going for Garo versus Rao. Like, it's there, but
I'm certainly interested to see how they'll do it.
well, the thing. Okay, how do I talk about this? I don't know. This is weird. This is very weird for me because like they've chosen like the one character that would supersede Optimus Prime in terms of my favorite death battle I've used, because like it's Sun Wukong. He's like, that's like a cultural hero to me, and also a religious figure as well.
That's like someone saying fucking...
Oh, I feel
like
so
to-
weird.
Imagine you roll up to like a devout Christian, and you're like, "Oh, so what's your favorite character list?" And they're like, "Oh, you know, like I like Batman. I think Spider-Man's pretty cool." And they're like, "So where does Jesus fall on this?"
Yeah.
Would you like to wrap up the recording?
Yep. So that was that reaction. What do you think of the episode itself?
I liked it well enough. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's one that I certainly couldn't feel like too strongly if they did awfully or if they did really well, because like while I do like Marvel, the X-Men has never been like my area of expertise, and I just don't really have any history with Akira, so these two characters I don't have much connection to. But I think it was decent.
Yeah, I think it was good. I quite liked it. The death I think is the best part, because it's going with like a mercy killing sort of thing, which we don't get often.
Right.
Like even Jonathan Tanjiro, it kind of was a mercy kill, but at the same time, Jonathan is the reason the mercy was needed. So, this is the first like genuine mercy kill, I feel. In fact, it's almost word for word what Biff Weed wanted. So,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, I liked it, and I'll give.
maybe that positive reinforcement will get him to stop lying to his audience.
But yeah, I know the writer for this episode had a lot of passion for the matchup, and you can tell, and I am very happy about that. So, have a go on, everyone.
Guy too.
He's a great guy. Have a go on, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.